Imagine walking into a convenience store, grabbing a snack, and buying some Bitcoin. Sounds crazy, but it's now a reality thanks to Bitcoin ATMs. You're probably wondering, how do these machines work? And what's their impact on cryptocurrency adoption? Let's dive in. Bitcoin ATMs, also known as BTMs, are basically ATMs that allow you to buy or sell Bitcoin using cash. They're like regular ATMs, but instead of dispensing cash, they dispense Bitcoin. You can find them in stores, malls, or even restaurants. They're pretty common in the US, Canada, and Europe. Now, you might be thinking, why would I use a Bitcoin ATM when I can just buy Bitcoin online? Well, some people don't have bank accounts or credit cards, so BTMs are a game changer for them. Others might want to buy Bitcoin anonymously, without leaving a digital trail. Bitcoin ATMs are also super convenient. You can buy Bitcoin in minutes, without having to wait for a bank transfer or verification process. But here's the thing, Bitcoin ATMs aren't without risks. You've got to be careful when using them, or you might end up losing your money. So, what are the risks, and how can you avoid them? Let's find out. One major risk is the high fees. Bitcoin ATMs can charge you up to 20% in fees, which is crazy. That's because they've got to cover the cost of the machine, maintenance, and security. But if you're not careful, you could end up paying way more than you need to. Another risk is the lack of regulation. Bitcoin ATMs are largely unregulated, which means anyone can set one up and start selling Bitcoin. That's a problem, because it makes it harder to track transactions and prevent money laundering. Now, you're probably thinking, this all sounds pretty Wild West. And you're right, it is. But despite the risks, Bitcoin ATMs are still a major driver of cryptocurrency adoption. They're making it easier for people to buy Bitcoin, which is helping to boost its price. And as more people buy Bitcoin, more businesses are starting to accept it as payment. It's a virtuous cycle. But what's next for Bitcoin ATMs? Will they become even more common, or will they fade away? Let's take a look. One thing that's clear is that Bitcoin ATMs are getting more advanced. They're now capable of dispensing other cryptocurrencies, like Ether and Litecoin. They're also getting more secure, with features like biometric authentication and anti-money laundering software. And as the tech improves, we can expect to see even more Bitcoin ATMs popping up. But there's still a major hurdle to overcome: regulation. Governments are starting to take notice of Bitcoin ATMs, and they're not always happy about it. Some countries are imposing strict regulations, while others are banning them outright. So, what does the future hold for Bitcoin ATMs? Will they thrive, or will they falter? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, they're changing the game. Bitcoin ATMs are making it easier for people to buy Bitcoin, which is helping to drive adoption. And as adoption grows, we can expect to see even more innovation in the cryptocurrency space. So, what do you think about Bitcoin ATMs? Are they the future of cryptocurrency, or a flash in the pan? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for daily tech videos.